Hi, I'm Myron Wignes with Hi-Hog Farm and Ranch Equipment. Now I'd like to point out a new feature that's an accessory that can be attached to our parallel axis squeeze chute. It's called the neck extender. Now recently it's become very important that most of the injections be put in the neck of the animal, and that is a tough place for a lot of people to do that, and some of the guys were taking too much time to properly inject in the neck, just because the animal was lunging back and forth and they're bending needles and breaking needles, and they're worried about injuring the animal and injuring their hands. This neck extender, you have the jaw of the animal out here, the shoulder is behind the self-catch stanchion, the same place it used to be, but you've eliminated that lunging back and forth. We've got 9 inches of space between these two stanchions to give you clear access to that neck for injecting. It's still self-catch, you still use the same chain. You open your head gate all the way out, take the slack out of the chain. That gives you your self-catch setting for catching an animal without horns. This is mounted with 4 bolts. The same 4 bolts that hold your head gate on hold both the head gate and the neck extender on. We have 3 adjustments at all 4 corners, just like we do on the head gate stanchions. And it's very important that where the head gate is set, that's where the neck extender has to be set. Because unless things are running parallel and unison, you're going to lose your geometry and you'll lose rotation. We've also made ours so if the next animal coming in has, say, got a full set of horns, you can pull 4 pins and actually detach the neck extender from the head gate. Then you can use the head gate the same as you normally would to catch a full set of horns. That also makes it easier if you do happen to get in a bind, say with a hip lock or something like that, you can isolate the neck extender from the head gate and get yourself out of trouble before it gets serious. With the neck extender, it does limit the rotation inwards. We still got full width outwards. But that's as far in as it'll go. Without the neck extender, or if you pull these pins, then your head gate will go full width in. If you do happen to have a hip lock with the neck extender on, about that 1,000-pound mark is where you might get an animal caught by the hips. But there again, if you use that chain for the self-catch at the top so that it can't go too far, and you should never miss an animal, and you should never get a hip lock. Now there's some people, when they see an apparatus like that, they think they might wind up with a head clamp, and with some of the competitors I've seen that actually happen, but it's usually because they don't trust their self-catch head gate. I totally trust this head gate. And by the time the animal's shoulders come in to push this head gate shut, there is the animal's shoulders that push the head gate shut. By the time the shoulder is here, the head is already past this, so you will not get in that head clamp position. Once you've got the head out here, you do have pretty good access that you can probably use this chute for a shoulder brand. A shoulder brand is a very difficult brand in every squeeze chute I've ever seen, but if you can get the animal to stop from going like that, you might be able to get your shoulder brand done through this door, which used to be for neck injections.